What's going on, Consciouz? Your favorite breakdown commentator, Consciouztv. Welcome to another riveting episode of the Consciouztv platform. You already know what we're here to get into. Before we do so, please go ahead and run those likes all the way up. Run them up, run them up, run them up, run them up, run them up. We need all of that. You guys know that thumbing up the video not only helps with YouTube's algorithm, but more importantly, it triggers up YouTube's notification system. So when you are thumbing up the video, you are literally knocking on the digital door of another Conscious crew member and telling them to get their black asses into the sanctuary, because the King is in fact Kangin. If you also enjoy everything the King does here, you can always donate to the platform at $Consciouztv on Cash App and or PayPal.me/Consciouztv. Of course, that's Conscious spelled with the Z on the end, just like it is here on the channel. All donation information and social media handles are in the description box below, my God, today. Also, make sure that you have your notification bell set to all. And last but not least, please share the stream out to wherever it is you have digital community, whether that be your YouTube community wall, your Snapchat, your MySpace, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you, in fact, lay the link. Just let them whores know that we're loud, we're live, and we're certainly in color. And with no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through. Oh,
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
all right, what's going on, Conscious crew? Sorry that I was late. I have company and have people in town. It is a lot going on. These hoes think that I'm 20. I'm not, okay? But I've been letting them take me through there. I've been letting them take me where I don't want to go. So I just got out the shower. I feel super relaxed, and we're probably not going to be here for a long time, but we got to get into some things. I should have rehearsed this. I don't even know where I want to start. So maybe I should start with the fact that my attorneys absolutely do not want me to be here right now doing this commentary, okay? If they could pull my wig and drag me into the dungeon and wrap me up in crime scene tape, they would. Okay? Attorneys do not like when clients yabba dabba do, when they speak on litigation, they do not like it. They ain't with none of the shits. Okay? However, attorneys are employees, not bosses. Let's be very clear. Okay? But I do need to establish that my attorneys do not want me to be here today. And to be honest, there really isn't a reason to actually do this live stream aside from it just being the hell of it, and because there's just facts and truths that I don't even need to unload entirely, because I think that what I'm going to show tonight is going to paint a beautiful picture that's going to help you to just understand all things. Okay? So do what you will, tag who the hell you will, screenshot who you will, get carried away. Now, we're here to get into this frivolous ass, dumbass, goofy, raggedy, ghetto ass lawsuit that was filed against Larry Reid Live, Consciouztv, and the rest of the ghetto ass church sector. That lawsuit is filled with, or was filled with, claims of defamation, RICO, blah 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 blah. And y'all know personally, I like to cover cases myself. First of all, I like to cover my shit too. I'm one of them people. Okay, I like to talk about my shit too because I'm a trendy, hot topic, pop culture commentator, and I do not think of myself as the exception to the motherfucking rule, which is why I was reporting on the case in the beginning. Once I waived service and attorneys entered the group chat, I had to shut my motherfucking mouth, which to a degree I just haven't been happy with because I knew what has been happening was going to happen, which was the other party was going to take advantage of the fact that I was going to keep it professional and let my beautiful, competent attorneys do what they're getting paid good money to do, which is win. And they thought that, oh, because CTV is falling back and it's going to let his attorneys work, then we're going to take advantage of that empty void. And we're going to use that to our advantage on the front end. So as a result, there's been misinformation and just flat out lies being told specifically about the case. The non-case lies are just pure comedy and satire. And no, this is not about to be a Reid session because I'm in a federal lawsuit and have real life attorneys, and they already don't want me to be here. So there's going to be no Reid down. When this is all said and done, then I'm going to scorch the entire motherfucking earth. Yeah. But until then, no. I'm going to respect my attorneys and allow their jobs to continue to be really motherfucking easy, because that's what you do when you have attorneys for a federal case. Now, a bunch of shit has been said, and I guess we can start with the dumb shit. So I heard that a raggedy cat in a hat ass bitch brought my mother up. I heard this and claimed that my mother used to be a part of one of the variations of Larry Reid's church. My mother does not know Larry Reid. I didn't even meet Larry Reid until, 2018, 19. My mother's been deceased and with the Lord since 2012. So at what point would she have been a member of Larry Reid's church? My mother and Larry Reid aren't even from the same fucking city and state. But, I really don't expect much from a bitch whose mother was cremated in a fireplace. But that's neither here nor there. Another interesting lie, and the main thing that I want to come up here and speak to, is that I heard that Consciouztv, the bitch who runs toward burning houses, the nigga that runs toward storms, the Omega level mutant, initiated settlements, or was trying to settle with the plaintiff in this case. I received a DM to my IG on August the 8th from a cat in a hat ass bitch. Okay. Woocha. And the message read, Grand Rising, why is my chart McWilliams saying that you asked for a deal with Bishop Jordan? I'm going to have to go to Pacer to look up this case because he lies so much I'm confused. Well, first of all, that's exactly what the fuck you should have did. I don't know what the fuck you in my DMs for. Okay, you know I have attorneys and you know service have been waived. So why are you even talking to me about what an extortionist and someone who has been successfully sued for defamation is saying out of their rabid, rabbit ass mouth on an irrelevant ass platform on top of that? That's exactly what you should have did. Second of all, settlement discussions are not also going to be found on Pacer. So just sit the fuck down altogether, sis. Okay? And let the players handle the court. So I said, my God. Now, why would a winning team, if you let the plaintiff tell it and his crony, have to lie about things that he knows is provable? Why would you or your crony put out misinformation that you know can factually be debunked? But once again, it all goes back to how relaxed and cozy people get when they think you're sitting to the back of the bus. And see, what's funny is that when I was initially covering my case in the beginning, before my attorney entered the group chat, it was quiet on these streets. Wasn't no motherfucking back talk. And you know why wasn't no back talk? Because people know that I'm going to report the truth no matter who the fuck it benefits and no matter who the fuck it serves. Okay, they can count on CTV to provide all the things that are necessary and that are of the things. But soon as CTV was instructed to not report on the case, even though the only thing I would have been reporting was the truth, as always. I mean, that's all that Conscious does. Whether it's my case, your case, his case, their case, Megan's case, Trash's case, Cardi's case. And you telling me that I get to be a star, and yet I don't get to indulge in the factual and actual reporting of a case that I'm a star in? My God, today, talk about atrocities. So, we're going to prove today that CTV has never had to run from no bitch who got a bitch. CTV ain't never ran from no motherfucking fight, bitch. CTV damn sure don't initiate no exits on top of that. So since the crony wanted to put out misinformation because had he kept his dick sucker closed, the truth wouldn't have to be told. It seems that there's an issue with one being able to keep their motherfucking mouth closed so that the truth never has to get told. There seems to be a chronic issue of that. So on August the 7th, the 2nd, I received correspondences from my attorneys about the plaintiff and his attorneys wanting to initiate settlement resolutions. Okay? Here's one of those correspondences from the plaintiff's attorney on August the 2nd. Good afternoon, Attorney Highland, which is my attorney, Larry's attorney, Shamalco and Kendall's attorney. I hope this email finds you well. I am writing to ask whether Augustus would be willing to discuss an informal resolution concerning the YouTube videos posted on his Consciouztv platform that contain defamatory material regarding our client and the lawsuit. Please advise if he would consider removing the videos at issue and agree not to repost or publish elsewhere. If so, please let us know and we can discuss mutually agreeable terms to resolve this said issue. Separately, please advise whether Augustus would be amendable to resolving the claims in exchange for the permanent removal and non-publication of the videos, mutual releases, and an agreement that each side will bear its own fees, costs, including a waiver of any claim for fees under UPEPA. Because they, as in the plaintiff's attorneys, were wanting to figure out if we could come to mutual resolution under the guise that they let me go out of this lawsuit in exchange for me stripping down all of my content about Jordan and agreeing to not republish said content to any of my social media platforms. And in exchange for me not asking for no motherfucking coin and without me seeking no countersuits, etc., honey, and we closed the deal. Now, this back and forth and the variations of settlement proposals that happened over a 2-week period ultimately resulted in me saying what, class? Oh, well, I said the correspondence was on August the 3rd. So those correspondences actually must have been January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Okay, by August the 3rd came, it had been 2 weeks of his attorneys who initiated settlement resolutions with me going back and forth with my attorneys. After that 2-week period, I simply told my attorney, what do y'all see here? Do y'all see what? Hi, Austin, which is my male attorney who works under my head attorney because we got a team like that of them, Johnny Cochran. Hi, Austin. I reject that proposal. My attorney responds, thank you for confirming. We will relay your rejection to the opposing counsel. Thank you. And then you know what happened? The plaintiff in this case then decided to re-amend the complaint for the 4th time. This is the 4th remix of the complaint. Decided to amend the complaint for the 4th time. Drop some of the defendants, which we're going to get into. Also drop some of the claims, which we're going to get into. But try to pack on more defamation claims against me, all because I said in the end and ultimately held to the gnaw. Now, I really feel like at this point, I can just close the motherfucking curtain. I really feel like I actually don't even have to say anything else. I really feel like if I wanted to just end the show right here at the 21-minute mark, and I know my attorneys would love me to do so, baby, because they don't even want my ass up here to begin with. Because I really feel like that right there should do a lot of things for y'all. That right there should do a lot of shit for y'all. Okay? That right there should actually culminate into all 5 infinity songs and really put y'all in a 360 thought. Because you know what's interesting about that for those who may not fully comprehend what the fuck was just shown to them, is you gotta ask yourself some critical questions, baby. Why in the fuck would CTV be invited into settlements with the plaintiff in this case, and he's the goddamn defendant? I want y'all to think about that. CTV is listed as a defendant on a frivolous lawsuit. And been mind of my business, living my best life, child. Y'all see how I give it up. Baby, we ain't had to do no crowdfunding. Baby, we ain't missed no beats. We been keeping on and keeping on. If the winning party is so thorough of a winner, baby, why is CTV being met with settlement proposals? And I'm going to add, I'm the only one who's been met with settlement proposals. Not Larry Reid, not Shamak O'Brien, not Kendall Peacock. The C, the T, and the V. Just to make it more unique and specific to the CTV. Because, you know, CTV specifically is a very uniquely anointed, uniquely blessed type of a person. And then you have to ask yourself after you unpack, well, why the fuck would the nigga be trying to settle when he done, you know, he making it look like he want to smoke. But for CTV to be a defendant, who the fuck he think he is to say hell no? For CTV to be a defendant, who the hell is he to say no? Who is he? He's the fucking defendant, CTV. You're telling me, bitch, that you waived service when you had the opportunity to run like some of these other niggas did? And by other niggas, I want to make the exception to the rule when it comes to my boy, Mr. Singletary. With the exception of James Singletary. Other niggas damn near changed their first and last name and their blood type and moved out of their complexes, baby. And was gnawing down on damn 2 weeks worth of damn processed noodles just to avoid saying hi to a process server. I waived service. I accepted service. I entered the group chat willingly according to the facts. My God. And not only did CTV, a listed defendant, not have to run, duck, and motherfucking scoot, skip, nor hide. Because where we do that at? But the plaintiff is initiating settlements with CTV, and CTV is the one who gets to say no, bitch. My God. Today, I really don't feel like I have to say anything else. I really don't feel like I really don't have to go into the rest of the things I were going to go into. Because it's so unnecessary. Because I feel like really this should clear it up until the very end. And of course, I can't tell y'all everything because we, I mean, you know, you, 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 you know, I can't tell y'all things. Not at this juncture anyway. But y'all already know that CTV don't duck no motherfucking smoke, bitch. I wait service, and I said motherfucking no. And I'll say yes when I want to. I'll say no when I want to. I'll fight a case when I feel like it, and I won't fight a case when I don't feel like it, because I have the privilege of doing what the fuck I feel like doing. My God. My God. I think that a lot of people, especially the weak ass oppositional party over on the other side, I think that they thought that this was going to be the big kaboom. It was going to be the big devastator. It was going to be that they thought that it was going to be and give all of that. I think that they thought that people were going to be running. Well, I mean, some bitches literally did run, my God. But I really thought that they thought that people were going to be running around like chickens with their head cut off. I think that people thought that, everybody was going to be running broke and everybody was going to be doing begathons. You know how it always looks on their side. I think that people thought all of that. I think that they thought there was like some big drama here. I think that people thought, the oppositional side, that is, they thought that there was going to be some type of a discomfort and that there had been some type of a gotcha moment. Baby, you ain't gagged yet, my love. Because I got plans for the future, my love. And, I have to apologize to those who thought that there was going to be something to see here. I have to apologize to everybody, girl, who started salivating at the mouth. And thought that there was going to be something to savor in all of this. It'll never be, bitch. The scriptures don't promise that there will be no weapon. The promise is there will be no prosperity. Clock it. My God doesn't promise that there won't be a weapon that forms. My God promises zero prosperity. What bitch or nigga on this motherfucker and off this motherfucker have you ever seen prosper against the king? Bitch, I'm the undefeated champ in this motherfucker. There ain't never been none, and there will never be none. Because even the plaintiff is not a formidable opponent, as I've been saying. Now, let me move in a little further. Oh my God. Oh my God. Not only do I not need to be monetized, but I didn't even have to start a send me for a fake ass YouTube lawsuit. I didn't have to start a go and send and a GoFundMe bitch for a legal oh my God. Who the CTV think he is? My God. It's a mess. Moving along. Once I was told not to report on the suit anymore since the attorneys had galvanized like the Avengers, I walked away from all of this emotionally. I walked away from it. And to be honest, over the past few months that the suit has been happening, I'd be forgetting that I'm even in a goddamn suit, to be honest. I guess the plaintiff must also feel that way too, which is why, they're like, let me figure out, bitch, how to let this whole go. And in the practice of me walking away emotionally from all of this, I do not keep up with any of the commentary. So the McWig, the My Chart McWilliam commentary from 2 weeks ago, I never watched it. I didn't even know it had happened. Y'all know I don't even follow My Chart McWilliam. I was told that by someone else. Now, I know that Larry went into his members only to speak to whatever the fuck My Chart McWilliams said in that commentary. I did not watch Larry's commentary either. Then I was told that there was an interview that My Chart McWilliam did with the plaintiff. I didn't watch that interview either. And I know that Larry went live the next day to debunk things and speak to things. I didn't watch his commentary either. That's how removed I've been from this case, because I mean, there is nothing to see here. And I mean, and I think it's kind of obvious, isn't it? Like, don't you guys feel like it's obvious that, like, if people are supposed to be the winners, but they keep, like, yabba dabba doing and running their mouth, clearly they're not winning. So now y'all know why so much commentary has had to happen on the forefront from the other side. And it's because they weren't telling you the backside, my God, today. Even though the backside has been used a lot. My God. Shout out to My Chart McWig. So I've kept my head in the dirt and just been minding my business. I also want to say that as a Scorpio, I do find it difficult to trust other people when it comes to my shit. So this is my first time working this closely and this seriously with attorneys. So in order to keep my own Scorpio tendencies at bay, because I'm a Scorpio, which means that I believe that if I don't do it, bitch, it won't get done right. I'm just used to doing everything on my own. I'm used to being behind the wheel of the car because I trust my own driving, because I know I have a license. But the solace and the consolation here is that my attorneys are brilliant people. The head attorney on this case has a track record. Like, this is what she does. Like, she's a badass when it comes to civil suits, when it comes to defamation. She is a hardcore motherfucking strategist. And unlike Phaedra, she wins her cases. Like, this is what she does. She's the same attorney that got Larry off and got Larry the win in the Bishop Lamar Whitehead lawsuit. I don't know if you guys remember that Bishop Lamar Whitehead, the bling bling bishop, who's now locked up in a federal ass prison. He had sued both King Jobs and sued Larry Reid. Our head attorney represented Larry in that case and tore Bishop Lamar Whitehead into goddamn smither fucking rings. So I'm very so that helps me. That helps me to be trusting. Is because, you know, my attorneys are competent. And I love that for them, and I love that for me. So what my commitment is to let the work speak for itself. I don't believe in having attorneys if you're just going to be self-litigating any goddamn way. Like, you know, if I was going to do that, then I might as well should just be self-representing pro se. My God, you know. But the attorneys are there and they're getting paid well to do what it is that they're good at, which is motherfucking win. So I'm gonna let them do what they do. Also, y'all have known me for a long time as a content creator. Like, a lot of y'all have been with me for over a year or for years. You guys know that when it comes to op assholes, that there's nothing that an op bitch can do to get me off of my throne. That there's nothing an op bitch can do to get me out of my body. The op holes are actually the easy things to deal with. Like, it's easy to pay them dust because they're not emotionally relevant to me. As a Scorpio, my kryptonite is my heart. Only the people that I love have my heart. Therefore, they're the only ones that can frustrate me or upset me or hurt me. A op ass weird bitch who I don't know personally and don't have no personal relationship to could never, bitch. It's a lot of hoes dizzy right now on this motherfucker, bitch, who can't keep my name out of their dick sucker, baby. And they're just fiending for a CTV fix, my love. And I'm such a sadomasochist as a Scorpio that, you know, it really turns me on to starve bitches out and watch them want it more because I'm starving them out. And them dizzy assholes just be wondering how CTV just be, I just be throwing all types of shade and I just be, And CTV be over here talking about Wendy Williams, bitch. Breaking a motherfucking exclusive, girl. Having spiritual dialogue. Fixing y'all's life, girl. CTV Von Zant in this bitch. Easy. Easy. It's all easy. So, it's going to be easy for me to continue to navigate this. I was invited to a Ponderosa. Now I'm at the Ponderosa. Because the gag about all of the settlement proposals that were initiated by the plaintiff's counsel is that it defeats the purpose of the lawsuit, because the last commentary that I had about the plaintiff on my channel was up for 2 months before a lawsuit was filed. And the name of that video is waving the white flag. Larry Reid joined me in that live stream. In that commentary, I damn near gave the plaintiff my goddamn phone number and told the plaintiff, hey, ain't none of this personal, my love. You're just mad because you weren't treated as the exception. And I don't think that you're any better than Megan Thee Stallion. I don't think you're any better than Nicki Minaj. I don't think you're any better than the President of the United States. You're a public figure. I'm a media defendant. Unfortunately, you know, that's the whole thing. And if I didn't make the exception for any other public figure, then, I mean, why would I make the exception for you? So it was never really personal for me. It was just another motherfucking day as a media defendant. So if you go and watch that last commentary that I did called Waving the White Flag, in that commentary, I literally offer my email up and I say, hey, these people coming to me. And as y'all saw from all of the interviews that were had, how did I open up those interviews, class? I said, did I seek you out? No. Did you seek me out? Yes. Did I ask you to come up here and to tell your lived experience? No. Are you seeking me out to use my platform to tell your lived experience through? Yes. Okay. You know, I can't help that I had a home that people wanted to come and pull out a chair and kick it in. Baby, them people found me. I didn't find them. I didn't give a damn to talk to no ex-Zoe ministry members. And to be honest, I was really surprised at all of the things that really started to really unravel, because I was just like, this is not what I per se expected. And there are still interviews that you guys have never heard of. There are people who continue to cash at me, to email me about their experience of the plaintiff, their experience of Zoe Ministries. You know, and what's so funny about being in the lawsuit, because I just find the whole thing to be a complete circus and hilarious to me, is that all of the interviewees, before we even started the interview, like when they got backstage to do the interview, I told them, I said, hey, bitch, hey, y'all, you know, I don't know really what y'all about to say and what y'all about to give it up, etc. But anything that you don't know to be true, anything you ain't seen with your own eyes and your own ears, say that. Disclaim it that way. Say, this is what you were told. This is what you heard. This is what was relayed to you. Cite your sources. Anything that was your personal experience and your direct observations, then you give it as that. This is what I saw. This is what I was told. And this is what happened from my point of view. So it's just mighty funny that you know, it just really proves, which y'all already know this, that people can file a lawsuit against you just because they can. Like, there's nothing in the law that keeps somebody from filing a suit. Like if I wanted to go file 10 different lawsuits right now, I could. And they could be weak-ass lawsuits, frivolous-ass lawsuits. There's no law that prohibits a person from filing. Anybody can go and file anything. So it doesn't matter if you go about things the proper way. It doesn't matter if you say the proper things. It doesn't matter if you cite your sources, you allege, some raggedy motherfucker can still file a suit against you. Matter of fact, bitch, You don't even have to have ever even spoken about a person or have done anything to a person, and a motherfucker can file literally that baseless of a suit. Okay, the courts are filled with a bunch of rogue ass lawsuits and frivolous ass lawsuits, etc., which is why the courts be all toe up and take forever as it relates to litigation and rulings, etc. So, any of my fellow media defendants who are on their path to carving out a brand and carving out commentary, and you like to do deep dives and you like to explore uh, the lives of public figures, etc., know that it can happen even if you go about things the right way. So just always keep you some liability insurance intact. My God. Shout out to the liability insurance, okay? And or just make sure that you always got your coin on ice, okay? Because it's always possible for someone to try your life. Now, speaking of this lawsuit, and the reason why you guys haven't heard from me until tonight, and it's been easy for me to just move along to get along, is because, as you guys can see, I don't have a motherfucking thing to worry about. I'm in the power seat. So, yeah. Secondly, this lawsuit has been falling apart from day one. When I was covering the lawsuit, you all were getting those updates. You guys know that this lawsuit was initially filed in New York. It got kicked out of New York into New Jersey, despite the plaintiff trying to argue that it should be the New York jurisdiction. He did not back that up with any factual. So the courts kicked it out of New York into New Jersey. From New Jersey, the suit has been falling apart. The clerk has had to correct shit in their filings, things that the attorneys should have been correcting. The clerk had to fucking correct. I mean, this shit has been so weak and so raggedy and so ghetto that during one of the amendments of this damn complaint, they even accidentally terminated my black ass from the damn lawsuit. You see this here? Terminated parties. Conscious Augustus, baby. Okay, back in February. That's how insane this whole shit has been. Not only has it been kicked out of jurisdictions, not only has the clerk had to have corrected shit, not only was I accidentally terminated from the damn lawsuit earlier on in the shit, it's on its fourth amendment. This is the fourth remix of the lawsuit. The fourth. In the fourth amended complaint, they had to drop the RICO claims. So those are gone. No longer have to fight that. They dropped the defamation claims against Larry Reid. Don't got to litigate that. And they had to shave off 3 of the defendants because they had service issues. My God. My God. Matter of fact, and I'm going to show you. Hold on. Y'all run the likes all the way up, honey, because y'all wanted to be all up in my business. I done put your ass in my business. Uh-huh. Hold on to your love. This is part of an email from the plaintiff's attorneys, where they were corresponding with my attorneys about, let me see here, about the RICO claims being dropped, the defamation claims against Larry being dropped. But they had to also drop 3 of the defendants because, and I quote, separately, oh, this ain't what I'm looking for, actually. Separately, due to service issues, our client has decided not to pursue the claims against Macmillan, Jackson, and Singletary. The proposed amendment would therefore remove those defendants as well. I am available to discuss further by telephone at your convenience. Thank you. Babe, maybe there is somebody who's afraid. Maybe there is somebody who's scared, baby. It just ain't CTV. It's just not CTV. I'm just so sorry for those who thought that everybody was going to be broke and having legal funds, and everybody would be throwing each other under the bus to try to get up out of this. And now y'all know that it's the plaintiff initiating settlement resolutions, and that is the defendant, CTV in this case in particular, who is saying no. Somebody is afraid somewhere, maybe, but it's just not Conscious. And I'm going to continue to be a badass bitch. And yeah, it's just kind of weird that all this is taking place because, once again, all of my content is still up. Not a single motherfucking video has come down. You can go back and watch the waving the white flag video. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it the fuck up. In that commentary, my God, I literally gave the plaintiff my email to contact me and everything. So we could have resolved this out of court. Like, I'm a very reasonable person. Despite the Scorpio Phoenix fire and how abrasive and how intense and how radical I can be just in general, how passionate I can be in general, I'm actually one of the nicest, most reasonable, intelligent, humane, kind, loving people that y'all have ever seen. And the Conscious crew tells me that all the time. So if the plaintiff would have hit me up 2 months before he decided to file, only to try to get into settlement with me, he could have just taken advantage of my genuine offer, because once again, this was not personal for me. I said in that live stream, I will even help you to facilitate difficult conversations with some of these people who want to speak to you about their experience of you, and all they want is an apology. I said I will link you to these people. If you contact me on the back end, I'll give you their information, give you their phone numbers, because these people want to talk to you because they still love you. And if you need my help to Iyanla the room, I'm with all that. Because I'm a light worker. I believe in making the world a better place through healing and difficult conversation and shadow work and ego deaths and the whole 9. So it's just weird that a conversation that you initiated last month is a conversation that could have been initiated without the need for all of this months ago. But I've been invited to the Ponderosa, and you know, I got good dancing shoes. So that's going to be that. Now let me read some comments before I wrap this up. I remember when one of the interviews wanted to tell a story in my life. You had if I can't remember, I remember the music. Yep. Yeah, and those interviews are still up, child. All them people found me. Like I said, I wasn't tethered to the situation the way that people may think. Everything just kind of happened in natural divine order. Let me see here. I need to become a bishop since everyone gets to be one these days. My God. I don't know how to get my offering. Who are you talking about, Simone? Oh, who are you speaking of exactly? Child, you know my chart William stay line, child. That's why I was like shook that the Consciouztv. I'm like, girl, are you really asking me about a bitch who lies for a living? Like, are you okay? Are you okay? Like, the fact that you even asking me about what a liar is saying really kind of speaks volumes, bitch, about who you think I am, because I don't play. I don't tell lies, bitch. I tell what I know to be true, what I've seen to be true, and what I don't know to be true, I say I don't know it to be true. Bitch, I ain't never had to lie on no nigga, and I damn sure ain't never had to lie on no bitch. So why you asking me about what you know a known liar is saying, that's why I work on your part. My God. Let me just scroll up. I'm just looking through the comments, child. They want to gag CTV. Most lawyers offer settlement when they think that they may not win. I mean, look, it never even had to happen at all, Katie. It never had to happen at all. Let me tell you how so non-personal this was. Not only did I do that video waving a white flag, offering up my services to help the plaintiff heal with his ex-Zoe ministry members who did interviews, who were reaching out to me, telling me their stories, etc. But if he would have also asked me to remove said content, I would have done so too. I mean, why not? I don't know why those things were not pursued outside of litigation, but you want to get in litigation to litigate those things. That makes no sense. You know, you could have saved yourself the time, the effort, the coin, the dizziness, because the suit is embarrassing. Like, the suit is falling apart. It's shrinking. Every goddamn remix is shrinking, bitch. Like this lawsuit is like a plane descending from a 35,000 foot altitude that's done lost its engine, lost its tail. It's just plummeting toward the ground, and it gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller every time. You know, and I mean, at best, I guess it's entertaining to watch, but yeah, I mean, I'm gagged at the fact that when it comes to me, the plaintiff could have hit me up on the back end like I gave him the opportunity to do 2 months before he even filed, and said, and I would have worked with him because, yeah, it was never really personal to begin with. What I will say before I close out is that I can't answer that question, Benden, because it's litigation, sir. I mean, even though I'm the defendant in this case, doesn't mean that I don't have plans. I mean, it's like now that I'm here. Because here's the other reality. You've tried to and are failing to subject my name and my brand to public scrutiny. I have worked my ass off to be a credible commentator, and I take my credibility extremely seriously, which is why I'm very thorough in my commentary, which is why I love to pull receipts. I love to cite sources. I love to pull from Pacer. I'm very meticulous when it comes to other people's shit, because I have intentionally built a credible platform. And to be honest, because my platform is credible, that's one of the reasons why I'm even, that I'm even a big deal in this whole thing to begin with, right? Because as we see, people are being dropped from the suit because, with the exception of James, bitches are irrelevant. So because of who I am, and because of the weight and gravity of the anointing on me and what I do and how I do what I do, not to mention that there are clean-cut facts in this case. There are things like subpoenas that, happened. There's something called discovery that happened. I mean, it's like, I'm not saying it's too late, because but I mean, it's like I'm here. I'm here. I'm here now. I'm here. You want to make me a star? I might as well be a star. As long as the people know who initiating what, then that's really all she wrote. I don't care what anybody says. The facts will always fact accordingly. So, it would be best for the other side to just shut their motherfucking mouths, because, baby, we don't have to listen to our attorneys. Don't get comfortable in thinking that because up to this point it's been quiet on the creek, that a bitch won't get back on this microphone because I'm the only bitch who gonna microphone correctly about the case. But see, because I fell back, nigga stepped up. and as a result of stepping up, tonight's grand opening and grand closing had to do, because I didn't want to do it to you. And y'all see, hold on, let me show y'all again. Y'all see how old this is? Because my response to my attorney about rejecting said proposal is back on August the 3rd. It's August the 13th. What's the date on this? This is August the 3rd. Bitch, I could have got up here then. I could have got up here in June. I really don't want to have to do it to these niggas because it's goofy. But now y'all are clear why they need the front end, because the back end ain't back ending. Okay? So when the truth is not truthing for you, then what you have to try to do then is spin the narratives and the falsities, etc., in order to blur out the things that are things that are things that are things that are things. So, who knows? Maybe just for the hell of it, I may start covering the suit again. Since hoes wanted to get comfortable and thought it was playtime. Play with somebody else, but don't motherfucking play with me. Don't play with me. There's a lot of niggas y'all got listed as defendants that y'all can play with. Don't play with me. Because when I play back, see, the thing about it is that niggas like to fuck. The problem is I like to fuck back. That's my problem is that niggas like to fuck and I like to fuck back. I fuck back. I don't want to do that here. like just do whatever you're doing, and whatever you do, tell the truth. Really, that's it. Just tell the truth. But once again, you know, niggas prefer to only tell truths that are on their side. So there you have that. Boo, I waived service. That's fact. I could have been dropped from this suit like everybody else, bitch, because service was difficult. Oh my God. Think about how rad that is, y'all. Think about how badass that is. The fact that they had to drop people from the lawsuit because of service issues. And the fact that I could have been one of those people because them hoes weren't going to be able to serve me. Bitch, my family has properties all over the United States. And here's the gag, bitch. I've been in Alabama for 4 years and everybody knows that. That was a public announcement. The last bitch who tried to sue me couldn't sue me because the bitch couldn't find me. Because there's a difference, bitch, in a residence and where you domicile. My God. My God. My God, my God, my God. My God. Girl, my family owns so much property and so many homes across the country. Bitch, my grandmother just passed away on Mother's Day and then left me the goddamn family home that my mother and my uncles and aunties were raised up in, that her and my grandfather owned together. My God. I co-own that with 4 other relatives. You get a property, you get a property, you get a property. Baby, I never have to be any one place. If I want to be in upstate New York for a year, I'm going to be. If I want to be in Alabama for 4 years, I'm going to be. If I want to come back to South Carolina and just cut the motherfucking grass every now and again, bitch, which is why my so-called said neighbors don't see me. Read in between all the motherfucking lines. This ain't rocket science. And the crazy part about I don't even know if I should say, baby, I ain't good at this. I'm not good at this censor shit, girl. You know what? I ain't even gonna say what I'm about to say, child, but I'm just gagged. I can't get over the truth bending and alt-right eyeing from the bitch. Oh, the karate? You can't get over the karate, child. You can't get over the kung fu fighting. Oh, look, I didn't even know this. The subject headline: proposed amendment and dismissal. Yeah. So I'm chilling. So yeah. Y'all may or may not be getting commentary from me about the case since bitches want to play. Since bitches wanna dance. I got good dancing shoes. That's how easy and breezy this all been for me, girl. I could have been clocked these hoes tea and bust them out of the motherfucking scene. So it's August the motherfucking 18th, bitch. These proposals and settlement offers that were initiated by the plaintiff, girl, could have been spoken about those things, but for what? But since your crony wants to lie and just tell fallacies, which is to be expected from William Kruger, I mean, so be it. I think it's easier, right, for everybody to just zip their lips and let their lawyers do what it do, and then it ain't got to be no issues on either side. I mean, if it's a litigation, then let it be a litigation. What you need to be out here doing interviews and what people need to be out here telling lies for on behalf of the fallen kingdom. For what? The suit should be speaking for itself. So why are you having to speak for it? As if the things that you're saying can't be debunked. My God, my God. I got to get out of here, child. I got people to go tend to. The Kung Fu, my God. Yeah. I have a feeling that you're going to let me go down this conversation. Baby. Bending. I'm just going to say that you're onto some. Hold on, let me see. Discovery. That's the biggest word of the night. And that's all I'm going to say. Discovery. There was a question asked to me earlier. And I said, this is litigation. I can't, but Blue's Clues. Discovery might have something to do with some things here since I was invited, but I'm not completely above settling with the plaintiff, but I mean, I feel like, you invited me. You invited me. I pity the plaintiff. He couldn't even find me. I had to waive service. My God. Like, we'll see. God bless the plaintiff, child. God bless the plaintiff's family. God bless his mind. God bless his heart. God bless his attorney, child. God bless everything. God bless everybody, because I'm blessed. So, I hope that everybody else continues to be blessed and highly favored. That's an assumption, Bending. From a financial standpoint, on whose point? Because ain't nobody struggling financially to begin with. From whose perspective are you speaking? Maybe from the plaintiff's perspective. Sure. But, there may be some more issues there because you're suing multiple people, and now multiple people have the opportunity to countersue. So, like a big can of worms have been opened up. Also, there's been people that played into conspiracies themselves, who did the bidding of the other side, who get to be subjected to subpoenas and depositions as well. So, unfortunately, based upon whether this is a thing that the plaintiff wants to continue to do, a lot of people from the other side are going to be put in very, very, very uncomfortable positions, unfortunately, and that's just going to be so unfortunate, But, as always, I'm going to keep you guys informed. It might be more than a waste of money, Bending. Imagine having to be countersued by multiple people because you frivolously sued them and having to cut them checks and you already claiming that, you know, the checks aren't really checking like that these days. My God, imagine fucking with this many people at once and what that opens you up to from all said people, and already complaining that the checks ain't checking like that. And imagine all of the defendants interested in looking for a check just on principle, you know, because yeah, litigating ain't cheap. But these are things that plaintiffs have to think about before they open up doors to things. So, God bless you. God bless. All I know is that I'm happy to disappoint them hoes. All I know is that I'm happy, baby, because see, baby, hoes thought that the roof was gonna collapse, baby. Hoes thought that it was just gonna be a thing. And see, niggas know that they don't want me specifically back on these streets covering this case, because then they won't be able to get away with what they've been getting away with for the past few weeks. My God. I want to show you guys this before I wrap up too, because you guys know I have actual counsel, a dream team counsel, but also you guys know that I have friends who are attorneys. Some of them are on YouTube as well. And the first version of this live stream, girl, that I was going to do, bitch, it was nasty. This right here is a 14-minute long, girl. This commentary is just abusive, y'all. It's 14 minutes, almost 14 minutes of straight abuse. This was going to be what I was going to put out as an official response. Of course, have the receipts in it and everything, child. But my attorney friends, okay, I let them hear this shit. They said, bitch. They say, girl, you might want to wait, girl, until your counsel, concludes this suit, girl, on your behalf before, girl, you disseminate this joint, okay? I don't think your counsel, girl, will be able to handle the devastation that's going to come from this here commentary. So I'm going to keep this here commentary since, I had already created it and I have already put it together, child. I'm going to just keep this one in the chamber, and I'm going to save this one for a real rainy day. I'm a maybe even wait to use this here commentary there as a celebration, as a victory video for when this is all said and done. I'll see how I want to work it in. So shout out to my friends, child, okay, for being friends, because see, if I had a bunch of ignorant ass friends, honey, okay, they would have told me to go ahead, bitch, tear it all up. But instead, the friends wrote the right things on the mirror for me. So I'm out of here. Do y'all feel satisfied? Do y'all feel satisfied? Because I feel like y'all can do a lot with what happened here tonight. I feel like if y'all know how to work y'all brains and things, baby, y'all can do a lot. Y'all can do a lot with the understanding that I have provided here tonight. Okay, Vending says yes. No, a paywall vending, I can't. Not even a paywall, baby, because see, I'm gonna have to wait to come all the way up off the field before probably this commentary here can be pushed out. But y'all will get it. Y'all gonna get it. Okay? It'll have to be when it's all said and when it's all done. But y'all will get it for sure. All right. I enjoyed y'all. Hope you guys had a wonderful Tuesday. Do what you will with the things that are things that are things. Let me make sure that I covered all of my bases here. I feel like I did good. I feel like my even though my attorneys do not want my ass live at all about this suit, cussing aside, I think I did good. I think I did good tonight. I don't think I did too much. I don't think I did too little. I think I did just what needed to be done. But of course, in the way that I do what needs to be done. And I felt like it was cool. I feel like it was cool. Y'all tell me how y'all think in the comment section below. Thumbs up when the likes up. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.